morning. How are you? I hope you're doing well. This morning we're out here in the duck pen, sort of, cleaning things up because ducks are very messy. And as I was cleaning this stuff up today, I thought, well, why don't we have a talk today about my ducks here on the little farm. Gracie and Cotton are not the first ducks we had on the little farm. We started keeping ducks with 3 little runner ducks, Pepita, Clover, and Sturmy. We loved our ducks and we thought they were safe in their own little barn. Unfortunately, they weren't. Well, I missed the ducks tremendously, and about a month after they were gone, I saw that Olivia from Lincoln Acres had rescued 5 ducklings. I applied for the ducks and was approved, so I brought them home. Unfortunately, 3 of our new little ducks were males and were getting very aggressive with our 2 females. So we had to find them a new home where they had more room. And that is how we ended with our sweet Gracie and Cotton. I decided to get ducks for the little farm because I had seen a video with runner ducks, and I decided to research them because they were so cute. From my research, I learned that ducks will lay eggs during the winter, and that ducks are very good for the garden because they eat grubs and slugs with very little damage to the garden. We also learned that duck eggs have a stronger taste. Their bright orange yolk is rich with antioxidants and omega-3 fats, which make them better for you than chicken eggs. Side by side, can you see a difference? We also learned that ducks like to lay their eggs anywhere. They won't lay them in a nest. Now this is a nest that Gracie made. She likes to make a nest. And she's a lot different than her sister because her sister will lay eggs anywhere. And you will find her eggs anywhere. This is what the ducks do to the goat's water bucket. They make it messy and dirty. And then have to clean it out. So wherever there's water, ducks are going to make a mess. We've tried many different ways here on the little farm to figure out how to keep things clean. And we have looked into filtering the water. We've looked into all different kinds of things to try to make it easier. And so far, the best thing to do is to dump the water and put clean in. I also like to have little pots of water here and there because the ducks do free range during the day by themselves. I let them free range because they don't do as much damage to the garden as the chickens do. So they get a lot more freedom than the other animals. Now, the ducks get to free range. This is one of my little gates that I have for them. And I'm going to open the gate so they can get in and out of their paddock and get to their water and to their food. And I did this for a couple of reasons. You see all these chickens, they need to have clean water too, especially when it's molting season or it's incredibly hot outside. They need to have some fresh, clean water. And the ducks will dirty the water up so fast. You just see, in a few minutes, this water that's nice and clean and the time that I took to clean this tub will be filthy by the end of the day. I have another gate over here, and then sometimes I will let the chickens and the ducks go through after the ducks have been out for a long time and they want to go back inside. I will let them go back and forth through. It just depends on the different times of the day, different things that are happening, or different reasons why I will open this little gate and let everybody go in and out. You dirtied up your water. Oh boy. Having ducks has been a lot of work. We have to do a lot. And we've had a lot of wins and losses as far as the ducks go. We've tried a lot of different ways to keep the feed from getting messy. We've tried a lot of different ways we tried a lot of ways to keep them from getting everybody's water all dirty. And we're still learning a lot about keeping ducks. Every day there's something new to learn here on the little farm. This is what we feed the ducks and the chickens. I feed them in these big metal bowls, and I'm finding that the small birds are getting into it and pooping in it and messing it around, so I am going to come up with something different to try to feed the birds. This just isn't working, and that's the thing. You just keep trying. The ducks get along very well with the other animals, especially the goats, and I think that's because they share living quarters at night. But they get along pretty well. They stay away from the chickens. I haven't really noticed any friendships between the chickens and the ducks, but they do get along very well with the goats. Our first winter with ducks, we were very concerned about our ducks and worried that they would freeze to death, and brought them inside and kept them in the bathroom. And we didn't realize how resilient ducks were. These are our little runner ducks. In our first winter with ducks, we kept them in the bathroom. We're finding that Gracie and Cotton are very resilient to the cold, and they don't mind going out, walking around. And you can see they're kind of laying on their feet here in this picture, in this video, because that's what they do. The goats and the ducks will be out in the cold, but the chickens will be in the barn huddled together, keeping each other warm. Good morning. Did it snow? Did it snow? Poor baby. Keeping duck feet from getting frostbite is very important because they circulate blood through their feet that transfers blood vessels through their body to keep them warm. So that's why you see them sitting on their feet when it's very cold outside. Chickens so far. I know. All we gotta do is complain, right? And you can see here how they huddle together. They're even huddled here with the chicken. It's cold outside, and you'll see how fluffy the chicken is because she'll make some heat by fluffing up her feathers. And Gracie and Cotton stay nice and dry and snuggle together. They sleep underneath the goats at night. They sleep here, and the goats sleep up there on their little platform. And everybody seems to get along very well at night.
Sleep up here.
Crazy goats.
We like to get cookies at night.
Excuse me, I'm going to shut the gate. Excuse me. Back in there, Gracie. All right. What's that? Let me get these bowls. See the girls sleeping. I don't like the cold. That's where they sleep at night. All right. Good night, everybody. Good night, babies. Chicken Little, do you want to go in here with your sisters? Huh? Go on. Hop in there, big girl. Go on, Chicken Little. All right. Oh. Always a lot of commotion at bedtime around here. All right, good night. Good night, everybody. Good night. See you tomorrow morning, okay? Love you. Love you. Love you. Precious girl. Our ducks have very unique personalities. Now, this is Cotton, and Cotton has a little bit of fluff on her head because she is a crested duck. And Cotton is very bossy, protective of her sister. She's loud, and she doesn't like to be picked up. Gracie is a rowan duck, and she is very sweet, very motherly. She's quiet, and she likes people. She likes to be picked up. She likes to be petted. She is the duck ambassador here on the little farm. We really enjoy having ducks. And if I could, I would have a dozen of them. I would. Now, because of their personalities, they're just so much fun. The chickens are little working bees. I love the chickens too. They're very sweet as well. But there's just something about the ducks and their personality that just, And Steve and I were talking about it. Stool say she's got to have some hugs. Mr. Steve and I were talking about possibly getting some ducks this spring, getting some more runner ducks because we really like the runner ducks. We would keep Gracie and Cotton, of course, but we would add to the little duck family. And I think we could probably get 3 more ducks. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the spring and how things work out and how many chickens survive the winter. I mean, some of our chickens are quite elderly, and I'm very surprised that they're still alive, actually. But I guess that's what living the good life will do for you if you're a chicken. You'll be able to live for a long time. Right, Dulce? Little sweet girl. This girl. Look at this girl. She is so sweet. So anyway, I guess that is about it. About our ducks here on the little farm and how much we care for them and love these little girls here on the little farm. So thank you. Thank you for stopping by and visiting us here on Miss Annette's little farm in the big city. Try to get outside today if you can. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Love you. Mama's girl.